Greetings. Welcome again to the Yang Style long form class. This is a great occasion because we have a brand new crew producing this show today. You know, Gary Lemons, of course, is the head of the studio and he always does such a great job. And usually Gary Nelson is our cameraman and usually somebody else. But anyway, we've trained our own crew, and today we have Stephanie. Of course, you remember Stephanie Morel. She's on one camera, and Bijal Soini's on another camera. And Anna Bachman, the tough guy, is doing the switching, so he's the director. So please bear with us. We've just been through one training, a couple of trainings actually, and we're really looking forward to doing more things now. We have a capability of putting on more shows, not only this long form course, but we have ideas for doing other related shows for PTTV. So we're very excited, and I hope that you enjoy it, and thank you all very much. And particularly thanks for Gary Nelson and Gary Lemons for being so helpful to us. All right, this week we're approaching the end of the first section. We might even make it through the first section today. If not, we'll certainly finish up next week. We will be reviewing what we know, and last week I introduced to you step up, parry, and punch, which is sort of a big movement and kind of complex. And we'll be reviewing that and then working on that and maybe adding in the last two movements. Okay, so I think we're ready to warm up. All right, so turn the waist. Feet shoulder width, knees soft. Feeling your legs. Don't forget, all movements of Tai Chi, all effective movements come from the legs. And it's transmitted to the waist and then moves out to the limbs. So it's the legs that are most important. Okay, rolling down. Rolling up. Shake. Loose and free. What can be lighter and what can be freer? Loose and free. Shoulders. Good. Shake. Kick. Shake. Kick. Good. Turn the waist. Let's do this. Let's step ahead I'm stepping ahead with my left foot. So just this little turn, you see? Remember in Tai Chi, when one side retreats, one side advances. Okay? So we're turning and stepping at the same time. So if I were doing it this direction, so important when you're stepping, don't forget, don't fall onto the foot. Don't just fall onto the foot. No, when you step, sink into the weighted foot. Sink and step. Sink and step. Okay, put the foot down. Now we can turn and move at the same time. This is one of my favorite warm-ups. So we're doing our bow and sit, turning bow and sit, with a little more of the arm flinging relaxation. Good. Bring the foot back. Now again, to bring the foot back, as you're turning to your weighted foot side, then the foot comes back. Okay? So Other side. Step, 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 step. So notice how I'm sinking as I'm stepping. Sinking and stepping. Okay, then shift. And turn. Let your shoulders relax, let your arms relax. Right? It's the legs that are doing all the work. The waist is turning, spine is turning. Turn. You can do this as slowly or as quickly as you like. You could go very easy, or you can do it more vigorously. Good, coming back. Good, shake. Let's do a kind of an interesting and fun Qigong exercise, shall we? We'll do this one with a bow and sit stance. So turning out the toe, step ahead, shift forward. Okay, for this, we'll use the idea of circulating energy around the body, up the back and down the front. Right? So you're shifting back, you're going to draw the energy up through the floor, up the back, and out as you move forward. So you're going to draw in, inhale, up the back, exhale, forward. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Eventually you'll feel the energy sort of rising up the back and down the front. Gathering up and out. Gathering up and out. I tend to do things a bit faster because, we're on television, but, at home, say, or in the park, I'd probably do it like gather to whatever my breath is. Okay, let's do the other side. Step ahead to the other foot. This traces the pattern of the major freeway of energy that comes up the back and down the front. Yeah. Called the Du and the Ren meridians. So this is up the Du meridian and down the front, which is the Ren meridian. Up the back and down the front. Okay, good. Shogun. All right. Now, as I mentioned, we have up the back the Du meridian that runs up the back, over the top of the head, and ends at the upper lip, and then we have the Ren meridian, which starts at the lower lip and comes down the front. And this, what we want to do is imagine the energy running around the body like that. After a while, you'll be able to experience this, but you have to imagine it at first. If you don't imagine it, you probably will feel it eventually if you were to practice this. But if you imagine it, the feeling will be coming sooner for you. Okay, so let's bring in our special guest today. I'm very honored to have one of the premier martial artists of our community here with us. She's accomplished in Tai Chi and Aikido and in being a wonderful person. So it's Rose Soini. Would you please come join me? Greetings, greetings, greetings. Rose started Tai Chi when she was about, what, 16 or so? 16, yeah. And has been doing Tai Chi almost 4 years now, and Aikido, and she's quite accomplished and very good, and very wonderful, and happens to be Bijal Soini's daughter, who is the camera person over there. Okay, so let's review, and it is quite warm in here today, don't you think? Yeah, it's quite warm. Let's go from the beginning, and we'll just go through the whole first section, up to the point where we're at right now. In fact, we'll go right through step up, parry, and punch. And you're probably not familiar with it enough yet, but we'll work on that. But we'll at least go through it, all right? So follow us, and we'll face this direction. Okay? If you come a little closer, yeah. Good. Okay, standing upright, relaxed. Starting with an inhale, commencement of Tai Chi Chuan. Now remember, you can do this at any speed you want. It doesn't matter, as long as the speed is consistent. Ward off left. Center up. Step out. Right, push upward. Roll back. Press forward. And push. Single whip. Raise hands. Stork spreads its wings. Left brush knee. Play the fiddle. Left brush knee. Right brush knee. Left brush knee. Play the fiddle. Left brush knee. Step up, parry, and punch. All right. It's a good thing Rose didn't hit that wall. She'd make a big, huge hole in it. I've seen her punch that punching bag. Okay, so let's look at the last couple movements. Let's go from left brush knee. Let's go from, let's do left brush knee, play the fiddle. We'll do play the fiddle, left brush knee, and step up, parry, and punch. So if we come from here, left brush knee, play the fiddle. So let's do play the fiddle first. So the second, circle, and close. left brush knee. Pull into the toe, step out, brush. Okay, one more, just that piece. Okay, from left brush knee. Play the fiddle, sinking, circle, and close. Pull in the toe, turn slightly to the right, step to the left, brush, and push. Good. Don't lean forward, right? Make sure the knee, you want the knee just covering the toe, back straight, right, left brush knee. The pushing hand comes to the center of your body. The other hand is in front of your thigh for all your brush knees. All right? So you don't want it out here someplace. If you see hitting me straight on, see, you don't want it out here. You don't want it to cross the body. You want it just come to the center of the body. Okay, so let's work on step up, parry, and punch. Now let's review one more time the application here. So I'm in left brush knee forward. My partner's attacking with her left side to my lower midsection. I neutralize back, right? Remember, moving with the energy. Then, shifting forward, replacing the hand. Step behind the person. Now they're going to start to try and withdraw, right? As they withdraw, we follow up with a back fist and a palm strike. And as she falls back one more time, I step in and deliver a good solid blow to the center. Okay, so if you just stand there just a moment. Now watch this again. Neutralize back, turning slightly, pressing slightly down and out. Shifting forward, bring the hand up. Roll up on the back foot. Step forward slightly to the right of straight ahead. Then back fist and palm strike. Turn out the toe slightly and sink the weight onto it. Step straight ahead and punch. Remember that the punch is a twisting action, moves from the waist out. And again, that the punch is coming from the retreating left side. It's not the right side only. All right, step up, parry, punch. All right, so let's do maybe if you get to behind of it. Yes, Rose is very interested in all things Japanese, and so the woman usually walks behind the man in ancient. Oh, you see, yeah. Well, luckily I looked at the monitor at the right time and saw her. Okay, just the foot movements. Shift back, roll up, turning slightly out to the left. Shift forward, roll up the back foot. Keeping the body centered, step forward 30, don't fall, touch the heel down, the toe faces slightly to the right of straight. Shift and turn. You might have to turn in the back toe a little bit. Now, using the torso, pivot out the front toe slightly, just by rooting on the heel and turning slightly out. Sink the weight and roll up onto that foot. Step straight ahead, what we call 90, or straight towards the wall, and shift and turn. All right, again, let's do it facing this way, from a left brush knee. Shift back and turn slightly out. Shift forward, roll up. Step forward without moving the body. Shift forward, turn the waist, possibly turning the back toe. Sink and turn out into the front foot. Step straight ahead, then shift and turn. All right, very good. we'll do it one more time to this. The foot movements in every movement are the most important. So be careful, pay attention to your foot movements, all right? So here, let's do this. I'll put my hand in front of we'll put our hand in front of the dantian to demonstrate. So, assuming, like if relating to this camera, I'm straight ahead. Would be straight. Left brush knee is slightly to the left, so I'm facing slightly out. Okay, shift back and turn out slightly. Going straight in that direction, roll up the back foot. Step ahead, don't move the body. Shift and turn. Now I'm facing slightly to the right of straight to that camera. Turn out, roll up. Step straight towards the wall and shift. Okay, so let's add in the hand movements with each one of these. In fact, let's do it this way so they can see at home quite clearly. From left brush knee. And we can count. You know, a lot of people don't like, Tai Chi people don't relate to counting because it breaks up these movements. Instead of being one nice flowing movement, it becomes chopped up, but we'll chop it up. We never believed in convention, did we? No. Okay, 1, shift back, the left hand opens, the right hand presses slightly down. That's 1. 2, shift forward, bring the left hand up. 3, step ahead. No change of the hands. 4, creating a back fist. Your body's about halfway going towards your new direction, and you've made the back fist. And then continue moving forward for the palm strike. Turn out, leave the left hand where it is, turn out. Step straight ahead and punching. The left hand comes, this is what I call shark swimming in water, you can see here. It's kind of scary, isn't it? So it's here, this is here to protect and guard. It can guard all up and down here, you know, and protect. Okay, very good. Okay, let's do it in this, facing in the direction you'll be doing it at home. Shift back, open, press down. Shift forward, bring the hand up, roll up. Step ahead. 1, 2, sinking. Step, punch. Okay, now let's flow through it. Now, we'll do it a little bit more as we would normally flow through it. So it's not so much 1, 2, 3, 4 as one snaky, flowy movement. Pressing, coming up, step, 1, 2, sink, step, punch. All right, very good. Again. Sink and open. Step ahead. 1, 2, sink, step, punch. All right, let's put this together with our last couple of movements. Let's go from left brush knee, we'll do play the fiddle, sink, relax, replace, circle, and close. Left brush knee, turn, step, brush. Step up, parry and punch. Sink back, come forward, step, 1, 2, turn out, step, punch. Yeah. So it's very difficult to know how you're doing there at home. You know, how much of this you're getting, how much practice you need to put on this. In the class, I can look around and say, oh, well, most of the people are getting it, but, you know, poor Jane, she doesn't have it, so maybe we'll do it a few more times. At home, you have the luxury of being able to do this 4 times with us. Wednesday night at 7:30, Monday at 10, Tuesday and Wednesday at 8 in the morning. So if you're really interested, you have all those opportunities to keep practicing and keep learning, which the people in the class usually only do it once a week. So I'm going to say that's good enough for right now, and let's move on to the next movement, shall we? And that way we can then possibly finish up the form. Okay, the next movement is a movement called withdraw and push. Now let's look at what this one is. So if say, say my partner has grabbed me with this hand, okay? Now every movement is contingent on particular relationships. Because she's grabbed me with the left hand, this particular movement is going to work, and it won't work if she grabs me with the right hand. Okay, now watch. So she's holding on. Now Rose is really strong. And if she holds on, it's just like a sort of a, you know, an octopus. Probably worse. Okay, so I want to get out of there. So I don't know if you see, look at, get a nice close-up of this. Now, when she grabs me from this side, you see there's this opening. So, in the martial arts, we always go out where the thumb is holding. I'm going to escape where the thumb is. Now watch closely. Now watch. Kind of holding on there, Rose. Now she's holding on. You can see she's crimping down. Now watch. You see? If I stay like this, it gives her something to hold on to. But if I twist, you see the thumb can't hold on too well. Even Andy Lee could try and hold it on. I think I could get out. And off you go. Okay, so here's another thing. Okay, you can open up a little bit. This is another trick. Now, I don't know if I should be telling you this. This is one of the secrets of the martial arts. And I don't know if I should be. I'd probably get in trouble with all the masters for this one. Let's say I want to go out in this direction. In Tai Chi, we have a saying. One of our principals, her hand's getting tired from holding on so hard. She thinks she's cutting off my circulation, which she is. Okay. Oh, she let go. Okay. That if you want to go right, you always go left first. If you want to go left, you go right. If you want to go up, you go down first. If you want to go down, you go right. If you want to go in, you go out. If you want to go out, you go in. Get it? Now watch. You see, if I'm trying to get out this way, she knows I'm trying to get out this way, so she's ready for it. Her mind is ready for this. So if I want to go this way, first I go this way and then out. You see? And dogs know this. Animals know this really well. You know how dogs go whoosh, like that? So if I want to go out to this side, what I'm going to do is go slightly over here a little bit and then scoot out. Okay? So that's the first part. Now, if I escape, you see, she's ready to attack me. So if I escape, she's ready. So always in Tai Chi, we neutralize, we get out of the situation, but we also have to be ready to deal with whatever's these consequences of that action. So in this case, now here's another thing. Say I wanted to try and pull out. This is another one of our secret tricks. Don't tell anybody. Okay, here's one of our secret tricks. That you see, if I try and pull out, she's got good purchase on my hand, you see. So, of course, I've got this fist. It's like sticking your hand in a cookie jar, you know, and it just gets in, but now you got the handful of cookies and you don't want to let go. If I want to get out, of course, what I do is open first. See, now I've got this littler thing, so I can squeeze through. So always when you're withdrawing, you squeeze your hand. So I have all these things that I'm going to be doing in this movement. I'm going to open the hand, I'm going to go a little bit to this side, and then I'm going to go over here, but now I have to deal with this free hand. So, here it goes. I come out and go this direction. Now, at this point, when she goes to let go, you see, I grab her with this hand. See, now she's closed up. You see? And I'm going to then push her away. So all of this is, she grabs me, I go to get out, grab her, pull her a little bit, and then off she goes out of the TV world into Narnia or whatever it is. Okay, so it's off, grab, pull to uproot her, and push her. Okay, so here's what this looks like. I'll do it facing the camera. First, open, turn. See, I'm getting my hand smaller, turning. This hand comes up to grab. I then sink, pull her off her root, gathering energy into my back leg, and finally push. This is called withdraw and push. See, now the weight stays on the front foot. In fact, it sinks on the front foot, then shift back and throw. Okay, let's do it in the proper direction, shall we? Maybe you come back here. One, kind of sink, open the hand, turn slightly to the left. The bottom hand, the left hand is going to sort of press, look slightly downward. Then it's going to circle up, sink back, and push. Once again, open, left, sink back, and push. This is called withdraw and push. Once again, open, turn left, grab, pull back, and push. Okay, let's go from left brush knee. We'll do step up, parry, and punch, and apparent withdraw and push. Now, sometimes you'll hear me say apparent close up, which is the name I learned for this particular movement. My teacher called this movement apparent close up. And I couldn't ever quite understand apparent close up, So I heard somebody translate this movement as withdraw and push, and it seems appropriate, withdrawing and pushing, so this is the name I use. But sometimes it just comes out of me, apparent close up, so hopefully it's not too confusing. Okay, left brush knee. Step up, parry, and punch. Shift back, shift forward, step forward, punch, strike, sink, step, punch. Okay, open, turn slightly left, grab, sink back, and push. Again, don't push too far, don't straighten the arms out. Keep the elbows, always keep, now again, if she straightens her arms out, say she's really pushing, you see, any action, if she's stiff like this, I can easily throw her out of the picture. So if she's soft, you see, then these shock absorbers can take it. So in Tai Chi, we never go here. You see, but if she's soft and I pull, she can deal with it. Okay, so always keep the joints soft. Once again, from left brush knee. One, 2, 3, 4, sink, step, punch. Withdraw and push. Open, pull slightly back, push. With your legs. Remember, it's the legs that are doing all the work. The arms aren't doing the work. The legs are doing all the work. Very good. Okay. Let's add in Let's add in the last movement for this section, shall we? It's called cross hands. Cross hands. And let me show you in this direction. Maybe if you just sort of back up. Let me show you in this direction because you want to see how the hands cross. So let me demonstrate this in this direction. Step up, parry, and punch. Withdraw and push. Now we're going to come straight back to our beginning place. We're going to open, close, bring the foot back to its original position, standing up. My hands are crossed. Then we'll just finish this up. This isn't exactly the way the form is, but we'll just finish this up and down. Okay. Now watch this cross hands once again. Shifting back to the right foot, turning the waist, open up. Separating. Close down. Bring the foot back to its original shoulder width distance, crossing the hands, and it's lifting up. And then we're just going to stop there for the moment. And actually, you could stop right there and have a very nice little form, a complete form. We've done a lot of movements and it's been great. But we're not going to do that, but you could do that. Let me demonstrate to you the application. Can you imagine what that was all about? Can you imagine what possible application that would have? Well, I'll tell you, honestly, most people don't have an application for this cross hands. They use it as sort of a breathing exercise, just like we do when we do Shogung, just sort of inhale, open, and exhale, close, and inhale, open. Yeah. So this piece, cross hands, is the ending of each section. So we're going to do this movement, repeat this again at the end of the second section. This movement sort of defines the sections because you're basically coming back to a pretty much beginning posture. So most people sort of just do this as a breathing exercise, and sometimes I do. But there are applications for them, and I kind of like the applications. They're kind of fun. So let me demonstrate this application. So let's say if you come over here, let's see. What's the best way for you to see this? Okay, let's just say we'll go from this direction. I've just finished push. So we're over here, and that Rose would be attacking me from the side. She's attacking me from my right side, and she's going to push me over with this hand, right? She's going to push me over with this side. Okay, so this position is not very good. Sideways, it's very difficult. So what's the first thing we want to do? Neutralize. You see? As the push comes in, as I turn my body, it's sort of like a balloon. You see? I could just leave my hand there, but then, you see, if I don't do anything with my hand, she just rolls right into me. So I want to keep her body, I want to keep neutralizing her body. So as she turns, you see this hand comes up, and she's going in that direction. Can you see that? Okay. So then she's over that way. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to step behind her, grab her, and if I wanted to, I could throw her backward over my back, which is done, you'll see that a lot in the World Wrestling Federation. So now watch it in this direction. So if you push me from here. Right. So as she opens, you see, I just close behind her and I throw her up and away. Okay, now watch as I do this movement and see if you can visualize this. So the pressure's coming in there. Neutralize. grab, lift. Oh, not bad. Or this. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's nice too, huh? Yeah. So you can do both and mix it. You know, all of these applications for these movements, I basically have made up to give meaning to my form. You might not feel comfortable with these. So you maybe would want to make up your own movements, like, for single whip, single whip here. One class I had, it was down in Tucson, and it was it was a woman's group at the YWCA, and I'll never forget, this single whip movement became holding dirty diapers. You see, you could see that. Now, that's what they said. And so they could relate to that. And maybe if you could relate to that, or here you could say, squeezing the water balloon, or whatever, whatever image you might want to put. Or not think anything, just kind of try and do the movements. If you just try and do the movements, it's difficult and very hard. So if you make up something you're trying to pantomime, it makes it much easier. Okay, so let's do the last section, last few movements. So let's, again, we'll do it from here, from left partially. Step up, parry, and punch. 1. 2. 3. Withdraw and push. Open. Weight still on left foot. Sink back to right foot, pulling in, and push. Cross hands, shifting the weight back. Turn the waist, pivoting on the left heel, bring the left foot into 90 or straight towards the wall. The hands, it looks like somebody is holding you up. Shift the weight onto the left foot, pivot the right, on the right toe, pivot the foot straight, and bring the foot back as you close the hands in front of the body. Stay there. Then stand up. Okay, again. Just the foot movements for cross hands. Shift back, turn to straight. Shift to the left foot, pivot the foot straight. Try not to lean. Try to sink the weight into this foot and bring the foot back, shoulder width and parallel. Center up, stand up. Okay, again. Shift back, turn to straight. Shift, pivot, bring the foot back, shift, and step up. I think the hardest part, certainly for me and for most people, is when you are bringing this right foot back, not to, there's a real tendency to lean, because it's a little awkward to really, it takes some strength and balance to bring this foot back while you're not leaning. So it's something to work on. Okay, so if you find yourself leaning, while you're leaning, that's fine, but work on trying not to do that. Try not to do that. Mary Swift. Okay, once again from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, turn out, step, and punch. Withdraw and push. 1, 2, 3. Cross hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and relax. Now, this particular show is probably going to be a collector's item because I'm going to give you one more secret. Now, no kidding. This is one I almost don't ever tell anybody except if they're in the classes. It's a magic movement. Now, watch. When you're doing cross hands, the people in here are laughing because they know this is incredible magic. Now, as you notice, the left hand crosses in front of the right. Can you see? This is my left, and this is my right. So as you do this, you see the left hand is in front of the right, right? See, she would never lie. Now, when I stand up, what hand is now in front? The right hand is in front of the left. How did that happen? Watch this. Down. Okay. The left hand's in front of the right. Correct? Now watch. Right hand in front of the left. Is that something unbelievable? I think it is. I can't understand it. It's one of those, one of those things that you'll never explain. Rubik's Cube. Okay, so that's something cool. All right, once again, this section. 1, step up, parry, and punch. 2, 3, withdraw and push. 1, 2, cross hands. Open, close, up, and just for now, we're going to end it. Very good. Let's do it to facing this direction, so you can stay there. From left brush knee. Okay, let's back up a little bit so that we don't run out of space here. All right, back, step up, parry, and punch. 1, 2, punch, withdraw and push. 1, 2, cross hands. 1, 2. Okay, well that's just, what a milestone, isn't it? Here we have the whole first section down, and I don't think anybody in the history of this United States has done such a full job as this. So, let's go and do the entire first section, all from the beginning to the end, shall we? So let's do it facing away, so they can follow us. And let's see, we better start a little bit this way, right about in here. And I'll come back by, you stay up there a little bit. Yeah, and I'll come back just a little bit so that we can get a little bit closer. Commencement of Tai Chi Chuan. Open, loose, free, relaxed. Just think, we're able to do this here together, no matter where you are. Ward off left, relaxing. Good, center. Step out, right push upward. Roll back. Press. And push. Single whip. Raise hands. Stork spreads its wings. Left brush knee. Play the fiddle. Left brush knee. Right brush knee. Left brush knee. Play the fiddle. Left brush knee. Step up, parry and punch. Withdraw and push. Cross hands. Well, that's really wonderful. That's really, really wonderful. Okay. I think we're going to do a very special program next week. Just decided right out in the spur of the moment. Nobody knows it. I'm going to show you how to take these first section Tai Chi movements and make it into an aerobic exercise that you're going to really like, and it will help you to understand the basic movement patterns of this first section. And it'll be fun, it'll be light, and it'll be a lot more aerobic. People who complain about Tai Chi not being aerobic exercise, well, we're going to show them. Okay. All right, so that'll be next week's show. So I think that we will be, what we're going to do now, and to finish our time up today, is we're going to go through the form from the beginning up as far as we go, and as usual, Anna will, or Gary, or now Anna, will just fade out as our time runs out. So thank you all very much once again for joining us. Please come down to Chetsamoka Park and play with us on Saturdays. You've got no excuses, the weather's nice now. Okay? And thank you so much, Rose Soini, I really appreciate you, and you're a wonderful person and student, and I'll say that in front of everybody. Okay, so let's go from the beginning, and we'll just go through as far as we can go. So maybe we'll just start down this way a little bit. Okay. If we had music, we talk about music. If we had music, this would be kind of a nice time to do it. At home, you can put on, your rap music or whatever you listen to. Okay? Commencement. Ward off left. Right push upward. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Raise hands. Stork spreads its wings. Left brush knee. Play the fiddle. Left brush knee. Right brush knee. Left brush knee. Play the fiddle. Left brush knee. Step up, parry and punch. Withdraw and push.